the ability to make decisions about their own resources.
I call Nikki Wagner.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. In contrast to the previous speaker, I am very pleased to be supporting this bill. We do need to see reform of the RMA, and we believe that these will be good reforms. National is absolutely committed to looking after our environment while encouraging economic growth. As Blue Greens, we believe that good environment practices underpin the prosperity of our nation, and that prudent and careful managing of our natural resources can and should go hand in hand with developing our economy. Improving the way that the Resource Management Act works is key to our government's program, and this bill is the second tranche in RMA reform. This bill has four distinct areas. The first is a focus on Auckland. It's a focus to streamline the planning process and to support the production of Auckland's first combined plan in a good length of time. The second is to improve the time efficiency and effectiveness of the consenting process for medium-sized projects and to provide for easier direct referral to the Environmental Court for major regional projects. The third, and this is what Mr Robertson has been discussing, is to require a more robust process with stronger information requirements for council decision-making, particularly around the analysis in Section 32 reports. And finally, the fourth is a series of minor and technical amendments. This work follows up on the significant RMA reform that was done in 2009, which actually took a lot of time of Local Government and Environment Select Committee. And we were very pleased to do that work. And despite the dire predictions from Labour, following on the conspiracy theories of Mr Robertson, we've had very good response from those 2009 reports. We've been very pleased to see how those reforms have been received. There's hardly been any criticism at all, and there has been significant improvements in the quality and the timeliness of the consenting process. Also, we've seen the effectiveness of the national consenting or the EPA consenting provisions, which have predicated some of this new work, and particularly in terms of the Waterford decision-making. Everybody who was involved in that, regardless of whether they liked the decision or not, was pleased with the way the process worked out. Finally, it was very good to see the creation of the Environment Protection Agency, which came out of that legislation. And just last week, the Local Government and Environment Select Committee reviewed the EPA and discussed the establishment process and its first year of work, and we're very pleased to see how well it was functioning, and I believe that the establishment of the Environment Protection Agency will be an important contributor to the effective management of our natural resources as we go forward. Following this bill, there will be further amendments to the RMA to deal with planning, weak planning, unnecessary cost and delays, and to introduce fresh water reforms based on the recommendations of the Land and Water Forum. This, of course, is particularly important legislation, and New Zealanders are keen to see new ways of managing our water resources. Now, everyone in this House understands the importance of getting this RMA legislation right, and the Local Government and Environment Select Committee look forward to working on this bill and looks forward to the submissions process. Thank you, Mr Speaker.
I call the Honourable Leonard King.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. The Labour